The area
Try
we're
not
going.
to swear though. It's
What?
inappropriate.
We can't swear.
Just
Kelly
kidding.
swears all the time. The area we're going to in West Virginia, where the Mothman has been seen in the bridge collapse, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I guess it was cursed by Chief Cornstalk back in the days of the Revolutionary War. He put a curse on the entire area, and that has led some people to believe that that is why so many things happen in Point Pleasant, whether it be the Men in Black visits, the UFO sightings, and the Mothman. I was the borderman's friend. Many times I have saved him and his people from harm. I never warred with you, but only to protect our wigwams and lands. I refuse to join your pale-faced enemies with the red coats. I came to the fort as your friend, and you murdered me. You have murdered by my side, my young son. For this, may the curse of the Great Spirit rest upon this land. May it be blighted by nature. May it even be blighted in its hopes. May the strength of its peoples be paralyzed by the stain of our blood. So that was the curse that Chief Cornstalk put on the land that is now, I guess, Point Pleasant. I'm standing next to a monument dedicated to Chief Cornstalk, but I guess he's the reason why all this stuff happens and the reason why the Mothman terrorizes this town. After finding the monument dedicated to Chief Cornstalk in the Two End Way Park, we explored the surrounding area of Point Pleasant, so that of course means our first stop had to be the Mothman Museum in the middle of town.
Can we do it?
Yeah, do it. The museum was packed with so much history of the Mothman. From relics of the past, life-size statues of the Mothman, props from the movie The Mothman Prophecies, original documents and eyewitness reports, and one of the best gift shops we've ever been to. Well, we have the gear on. I feel like that we're supporting him now. You shouldn't be mad at us.
No, I would not, unless he's not getting part of the sales. Get a chalice.
A Mothman chalice.
What? And then I'll take one of. You want a Mothman cookie?
Yeah, I want a Mothman cookie.
Seems like good shit.
Has the two red eyeballs, indicating the Mothman. So how do you feel so far about Point Pleasant?
I think it's pretty awesome. I think it's a cool place. Reminds me a little bit of Dante's Peak. Which is a good thing, because I love Dante's Peak.
What is a little town?
Yeah,
So everybody's been super nice to us so far.
super nice.
They seem to really embrace it here. Not shy about the Mothman.
It's almost like it's their friend, like a family member that they've lost. And hoping one day it comes back.
Been to the museum. We've been here. We took a little break, got some coffee. And I think the next thing we have to do is go out and try to find him over in the TNT area.
I think we'll find him.
You think? Oh, you
Yeah.
for sure we're going to find him.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think
We're going to do something that nobody else has really been able to do.
He's just been waiting for friends, and we're the friends. I know it. All right, so we got directions to the TNT area.
Just ran over an old lady.
So we got directions from the Mothman Museum to the TNT area where a Mothman is supposed to be sighted, or that's where he lives. He or she, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we have here is they typed up the directions for us. Here's the Mothman Museum. Silver Bridge. So I might have been wrong on that bridge because it says former location.
Yeah, because the one you're talking about is over here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless
So-
that's where it used to be. I don't know.
So then, this is the road that the original eyewitnesses, those four people,
Gotcha.
I forget their name right now. last saw the Mothman was on this road. So whatever this CR12 is, once we get down there.
Country Road 12.
Oh, Country Road 12. It looks like we can go back in something. This is gonna be a.
It's gonna be an adventure, man.
Yeah, we have a lot to like take in here.
A nuclear power plant in front of us?
I don't know, but that's one of the rules on the thing. To avoid getting lost in the wildlife station, you can always look to the west horizon. You can't miss the power plant stack. This is the area where the first sighting of the Mothman happened by the original 4 people back in 1966. Was right here, which is kind of hard to believe because now it just looks like a normal road. Not spooky or scary. Arch Creek Road, keep an eye out for inlets. About the 7th inlet, there will be a guardrail with spray paint on it. Park around the guardrail.
This would be number 7. That's not it.
So there's cars here, I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's assuming it's across the street here. Yeah, this is it here. There'd be no other reason for all these people being here. So I'm assuming it's this one on the right here. Yeah, that's it.
We made it to the McClintic Wildlife Management Area, which is known as the TNT area, which is also known where the Mothman lives. And so we're gonna look around, see what we see.
Do you remember how far it said?
No.
Did you bring the map with you?
No.
Okay. You should go first.
Is that it?
This is it. It's muddy as all hell. Do you bring anything else with you?
What do you mean? Shoe-wise?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't plan.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I'm inside with the flash on, and that's still how dark it is. I don't like it just because of it, like it makes me uneven with the echo. See, like that.
It's gonna be a whole other.
You think this is another one?
You should record the ground first thing you walk in.
Why?
It just says,
Run, bitch, you will die. Horrifying anarchy.
So this is the second bunker we found. Just still another empty bunker, if you can even understand what I'm saying. A lot of graffiti. Yeah.
I'll let you know if it stops.
Okay, so the third and final open bunker. A little bit harder to get to. You gonna be okay? You scared of the third one? You want to wait a second to see if we hear anything?
Imagine if you got trapped inside one of these things.
What?
You'd go crazy
Oh, yeah.
from that echo.
And this one doesn't even have a light to it. There's so much echo in here, you can't tell what's going on. Any little step. You hear that? It's just me walking. We went through all 3 of the bunkers. I don't know if they're supposed to be haunted or exactly what's supposed to be going on, or the Mothman can hide back there. All 3 were very creepy and probably going to be creepier at night, but they're just big, large bunkers with a lot of echo.
So here's the farm museum. So I'm saying we go back. I'll put this in the Googles. And I'll do a little starty start. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm going to have to just use our good old fashioned Russian map navigation skills.
We're trying to find the power plant, which would have been, I guess, the area of the first sighting of the Mothman. He was, what do you call it when you're hunched over? He was perched upon a billboard out here, and since it's been demolished, it's kind of it's pretty hard to find. We have the map that points us to where we need to go, but there's a lot of trees out here, and it's a little bit harder to find than we thought. But we will be driving back down this road at night, looking for the glowing red eyes. We're here, we're looking around.
Well, actually, no, we're coming up to the first sighting. So this is the farm museum, and then the power plant was demolished right next door.
Okay.
So right here on the left is the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so this, I believe, is the fairgrounds. And on the map, this is where it was demolished. So this is the gravel road she's talking about.
So we have to go back in there?
Yeah.
I doubt we're going to see him during the day.
Let's your seatbelt. If you just put your seatbelt on, you wouldn't get interrupted every time you talk.
So we're going to walk the 10 feet that we can walk to the gate to see if there's anything in the old power plant. As we were setting up our camera gear, a man drove up along the gravel road and asked us to leave because we are on his property, and he did not know that the gate was open, so we promptly left. I don't know what's going on right now. Matt's talking to him.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Sorry about that again, man. Thank you.
So we went all the way back to what we think is the power point, and somebody drove all the way back to us. I don't know how they saw us or where they saw us. Maybe they're in this house right here. I don't know. And they told us that we had to leave, and the gate should have been shut. We shouldn't have been able to drive this far back. So unfortunately, we won't be able to either drive down this road at night. I'm guessing we're done on that one.
Yeah, I would say we don't test our luck anymore with that.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like the kind of guy that's going to waste his time.
And he was nice.
Yeah,
he was nice, but I don't think that we should piss him off. Now it was time to check out the new Silver Bridge. This bridge was erected to replace the original bridge that connected West Virginia to Ohio. The Mothman has been linked to the collapse of the Silver Bridge on December 15, 1967, that ultimately killed 46 people. As we are parking, we are approached by a woman that has lived on the land at the base of the original bridge, and she was actually at home eating breakfast when the bridge collapsed. She denied being on camera, but did tell us that it was the loudest noise that she had ever heard and frightened her as a little girl. She allowed us to walk around on her property and even take some souvenirs home from the original bridge. So I did find some of it. I just had to look a little bit harder. I was a little bit off, but the debris seems to span across the whole bank. It's pretty cool to be in the area where it originally was. I thought they just built the bridge in the same exact spot. We're going back out to the bunkers now at nighttime to see if anything is different, if we can capture the Mothman out there in his natural habitat.
Hi, Grant.
Yeah.
This is it, buddy. This is where we die.
We're going back into the first bunker.
We're not gonna get killed because the Mothman's gonna be like, look at these two motherfuckers. These guys are cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're going into the second one now. Pray we come out. guess we should. This is the one you don't want to go into.
Now, do his red eyes glow without light hitting them?
I guess so.
Really?
I see what you're saying. He's in the pond.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Like, he got drunk, ate some fermented apples or some shit. Is that what it is? Yeah. Got drunk as fuck. Drunk as a skunk.
Drunk as a skunk.
And then just head dived right into this pond. Drowned.
And that's why it so abruptly stopped. Like,
And
it,
that's what-
1967, it was done.
Yeah, that's it.
He had his run. You going first? All right, we're going into the third one now.
I think that the bunkers don't really have much to do with the Mothman. Because I don't feel like he would be in there. Like I said, I feel like he'd be out here on like one of these trees, kind of watching over his land. It's spooky though.
Yes, it is very spooky.
And be curious to see or know if anyone's died inside those bunkers.
The bunkers are about the same as they were in the afternoon. It's not much. I mean, it's scary in the dark with all the frog sounds and everything, but I don't know.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool to be out here. It's really relaxing other than the bugs. But yeah, I think Matt's right. He's going to be up in the trees. He's not going to be in one of those bunkers. Still no red eyes. It's getting very, very dark around here now. It's getting pretty late. We are on Fairgrounds Road. Is that what it is? Which I guess is where some of the original, once again, I'm still not sure where these originals happening because I feel like that we've been to a couple different places that claim to have the originals, where they sighted the Mothman. We've been looking up in the sky, going down the road, nothing yet. On a chilly fall night in November 1966, two young couples drove into the TNT area north of Point Pleasant, West Virginia when they realized they were not alone. What they saw that night has evolved into one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Hence, the Mothman legacy began. It has grown into a phenomenon known all over the world by millions of curious people asking questions. What really happened? What did these people see? Has it been seen since? It still sparks the world's curiosity, the mystery behind the Point Pleasant, West Virginia's Mothman.